your rights, you hold them to their duties, obligations, and responsibilities as being, quote unquote, governed. And you do this utilizing throat chakra, manifesting that energy into paper form, bringing it live, because you are the creator. So now when you cast spells upon that paper, you brought that paper to life. And if that paper is factual, truth, law, factual, with certain documents that backs these facts up, that's unrefutable, you have just casted a spell. And they have to hold that obligation. It's a claim. They have to answer that claim because they're obligated to. But you have to know the federal rules of procedure. You have to know how to go about it. Yes, it's a lot of reading. But, I mean, do you want to save your nation? Because your nation starts with your family first. So you want to put that video game down, hop in some law books, all the time you waste on video games, all the time you waste on watching sports, playing sports. Don't get me wrong, it's okay to be in shape, it's fine. But don't let that consume you, control you. You have to be the God of your word. You have to control all your addictions. Everything you overly like to do is an addiction. I promise you, look it up. You gotta read, you gotta dig to get to this level. And I'm not even on, I mean, I don't know. You have a conversation with me and you will see for yourself. But I mean, I don't know it all. And I don't care to. But I'm becoming my own God, where my spirit is in tune with my creator, my higher self. And I let my soul pull me. So, I mean, you have to trust in the Most High. You have to trust in your creator. And how can you trust anybody? Well, how can you move forward if you can't trust anybody, right? But, so, first you gotta have faith. Once you gather faith, you get belief. Once you get belief, you get fruition, which is knowing. If you don't have all three, if you just only have one or two, you're incomplete. You have to have all three, which makes you that triune, that triangle. Holy Trinity, Mother, Father, Son, Daughter. So now once you know who you are, history, then you know your standing, your political standing in law. Because history and law goes together. If you're being taught one without the other, you're being crippled. So you got history under your belt, you got law under your belt. Now you just you practice on the communication with the instruments, how to communicate that to that entity. And once that claim is out there, you have to know how to back it up and enforce it. And remedy will be reached. It's just, have you studied? How well have you studied? How well did you grasp the understanding of language, grammar, words, definitions, meanings, synonyms, pronouns, verbs, adverbs? You can go on. 8 parts of speech. Because if you don't know that and you're just writing to these people and you're using a bunch of adjectives and adverbs which modify things, now the truth that you're trying to put out is being modified because you don't understand correct sentence structure. And in law, they will hold you to this, because especially if it's a claim that they don't want to let that dough go. So now you're just writing because you're emotionally in tune. You're using your emotions. You're not even going off of. You haven't even absorbed enough information. So you're just going, and you can step on bombs that way, blow up foots and shit, blow off legs, doing shit like that. So when you cast spells, you have to be careful. You have to know how to protect yourself, and you got to know how to communicate without using emotionalism, without using your opinion, but only facts, law, and evidence, of course. Then once you get that, that's like the third head, because now you can communicate to them whenever you feel you have been violated. And they violate you all the time with tickets, citations, traffic stops, just bullshit, because they're not supposed to. But now if you don't understand contract, and you give them that driver's license, you submit your jurisdiction to them. Well, you submit jurisdiction because you just showed them their instrument, letting them know that, oh, you're our property. Facts, people. I know it looks all innocent, no driver's license identification, but who made it? Who created it? They did. And in law, what you create, you own. Or you control. So no. But you wouldn't know this if you didn't study. And this is just a tip. I'm just giving you little things you can grasp and go run back and be like, oh, boom. That opens up dimensions for you. Just you by Googling one word opens up a whole nother dimension. Because now you know what that word means. And you can even trace that word and go find where that word really came from and how they really use the word. We're ascending, or if whoever's gathering information, whoever is listening to me right now, whoever is listening to me with a pure heart, that's saying, damn, I ain't never heard of this shit. I'm tired of going to church, I'm tired of doing that. I ain't never heard no shit like this. But it's interesting, and I know your soul resonates with it. So if your soul resonates with it, that means your soul needs that information. Because that's divine, it's right, it's truthful. So you have to get back in tune with your soul. So, you got history, you got law, you got facts. Then you understand contract law, how to go in and out of contracts without being liable. It's fifth dimension shift. Most people can't grasp the understanding of the earth flying through space, going higher and higher into other dimensions, while the old world that is still here today, that we still see death, murder, ignorance, BS, that's all dying off. And that's going to be trapped in its own dimension. While the new dimension, the ascension, which they refer to in Revelations, while the new ascension is ascending into a higher state of being with the higher mind, the higher heart. You know, you have to operate on the love frequency. I love you. That's why I give you truth, knowledge, and facts. And I don't lie to you. Well, I try not to lie to you. But if I do lie to you, it may be unconsciously of my lack of ignorance, because I'm ignorant of the facts. Ignorance is not a bad word. People take it that way because of their emotions.